Welcome to Building a Broadband Plan. This is the third video in the first phase of our foundational video series. The first video, Getting Started with Community Needs, sought to answer the fundamental question, what does our tribe need that can be met through broadband? Video 2 equipped you with tools and strategies to gather data, analyze and synthesize your community's needs. This video aims to give you tools and information to guide you through the next step of your internet development plan. It is our hope that after you view this video, you will be better equipped to begin planning your tribal broadband connectivity project. Remember, you can always find more information at tribalresourcecenter.net, where you can learn how to obtain a feasibility study, conduct a needs assessment, and develop a scope of work to ensure your project's success. Let's get started. Now that you understand how your community can benefit from broadband connectivity, such as starting an internet-based home business, you are ready to move on to the next step of your broadband internet development plan. To help you succeed with your project, this video will highlight what to anticipate in the planning stages of broadband development, tips for developing your plan and engaging key partners, and help to identify potential problems so you are prepared for when they arrive. Well, a broadband plan is a working master plan. What I mean by that is that it's a touchstone that will keep you grounded and prepared throughout the many stages of development. Each stage may come with a variety of obstacles, but the more prepared you are, the more able you are to overcome those obstacles and help your community reap the benefits of tribal broadband. You cannot hit a target that hasn't been set. So let's see what that will look like. So what kind of targets should you set? You have already gathered data, engaged stakeholders, and analyzed how broadband connectivity would benefit your community. You have also drawn out your community needs, identified problems, and strategized how to use community assets to meet these needs. Expanding your internet coverage and improving your broadband development will involve many other important organizations and services like power and utility companies, state and government agencies, and broadband resource providers. These broadband resource providers include organizations that give access to raw materials, data storage and access, hardware, and other resources. It is important that you identify these partners and understand their role in helping you achieve your goals. It is also important that you understand each partner's role is unique, and your approach and relationship will need to be tailored differently for each. In reaching a destination, it's been said that to go fast, you should go alone, but to go far, you should go together. A wise person understood that we need each other, we need partners. They lessen our load, increase our capability, and often encourage us on our journey. One of the best partners you can make is with your local public utility commission. Your commission will play a critical part in the success of your broadband development as they provide access to utility infrastructure, public funding, and facilitation. It's best to know who they are and how they provide services in your community. So stop on by and introduce yourself. Find common ground to build a relationship of trust, and maybe you'll find an ally in your broadband development plan. When it comes time to work with the commission, prioritize positive interactions in good faith. Always take a reasonable view and negotiate genuinely with the intention to find, build, and fortify common ground. Keep in mind that mutually beneficial solutions are built on effective communication. For more information on developing positive relationships with partners, we at the Tribal Resource Center have prepared a directory providing additional information on each part of this training series. Broadband Bits and Bytes includes data, lists, training components and guides, white papers, and training exercises to prepare you for success in your connectivity project. Partners is an important theme and topic of Broadband Bits and Bytes. Your broadband connectivity project will involve many stakeholders and organizations with different needs, constraints, and agendas. Some will want to evaluate project milestones, sign off on budgets, or even verify that a scope of work was discharged. Multiple parties may be involved directly and often indirectly. Let's elaborate on some of these decision-making partners. Obviously, there's your tribal council and other tribal government administrators, but don't forget the elders. Outside the tribe, There are the city and county leaders, administrators, and officials. Outside the local municipalities, there's the state and federal legislators and officials. And at all those levels, there's the public safety personnel. Forge alliances with these partners to support your plan. Work towards positive and motivated relationships built on mutual respect. I guess it's time to buy some hand sanitizer, because there's a lot of handshaking to be going on. Now that we've identified our key partners, we must consider the implications of our new relationships and mutual goals. Building a broadband plan is a complex endeavor that requires input from many individuals and organizations. Remember that some partners in broadband service and resource providers are not natural advocates for your community project. Many providers may not see value or profit in assisting and supporting your goals. For example, you might have federal funding for your tribal internet infrastructure project. However, the project milestones, deliverables, and funding disbursement schedules may be time sensitive, and your local partners may not have the same sense of urgency that will help you bring your project to completion. Building a positive relationship and motivating cooperation is key, especially where you must convince partners with different ideas and agendas that you both can benefit from your broadband connectivity project. Always recognize potential barriers so that you are ready to suggest alternatives or even offer solutions to quell opposition. Organizations will have varying constraints and agendas, so consider how you can form common ground in spite of your differences. Strategize how you may convince them of a different point of view from their own, or at least establish where you agree on principle, with the hope that a solution may be negotiated later that will meet a common goal. Plan, progress, and partners can be summed up in one word: inform. You have worked hard with your partners, and together you have developed a broadband plan. Now you must update your partners on the progress of your project. Informing your partners is critical to gain proper and timely feedback. As you involve them, you will learn their concerns and even garner new ideas. Invite them to the table. Inclusion is key to ownership of a shared goal. Partners are more likely to participate and care for your project if they have some skin in the game. With increased participation, you will be able to develop a healthy mind share and foster buy-in. Encourage enthusiasm and attention by ensuring that everyone feels informed and up to date, and may contribute meaningfully to the success of your broadband plan. So yes, partners are important. Let's look at some we may not have mentioned, but who provide a large pool of opportunity. At the utility and service provider, there's the internet service providers, or ISPs. There's the wireless services provider, the utility companies, and the transportation facilities. Within your own community, there's the chambers of commerce and its members, tribal business leaders, and technical leaders. And let's not forget your institutional heads, such as education administrators, school board members, and even parents and students. There's also the economic development organizations and workforce development staff, the librarians, and even the nonprofits and other faith-based organizations. And most importantly, consider your tribal citizens. We must never forget those we serve. These partners may not carry a title, but hold much sway in what public officials deem important. Can you hear me now? Hello? It's what we want, right? Coverage. If you're going to develop or improve your broadband coverage, you will need a written broadband plan. In order to make your plan, you need to know where you want to be to progress in developing your community's broadband capabilities. Your success, sustainability, and stages of development will make it critical to have a written plan. Why make a plan? If you don't know where you're going, it's hard to end up where you want to be. So as a fundamental exercise, let's look at some of the important goals as you have established them. As we have discussed in the first part of the series, expanding broadband access and use can help tribal communities better meet and serve the needs of the people. Broadband offers far-reaching benefits, such as it improves public safety response times, it expands telehealth and telework opportunities, and it provides greater economic advantages. The possibilities are many, and as time moves on and the generations succeed, it's always important to consider the seventh generation. The time is now to ensure your tribal community is not left behind. Now that you have considered your broadband goals, your partners, and your potential challenges, you're ready to start drawing up your broadband plan. The next video will take you step by step into each element that makes a broadband plan, including how to assemble one, how to determine priorities, explore data, and even prepare a budget. It will help you to chart a path forward to success. See you then.